Hey Bible lovers, I'm Tim Nichols, and I'm here to bring you your Nichols Worth, and today I finally have a rebind from Lion and Lamb. A lot of people have been asking me if I'm going to include him in my top 10 poll. Well, he has an opportunity to prove his worth, but today we're going to review this Bible, so let's check it out. First of all, I was wondering what the goat skin was, and Nick is very private about the goat skins that he used, so I've been trying to compare it to a few, and I can't find an exact match. But he calls this the gray matrix goat skin. So what is the goat skin? I'm not sure. It has a nice little shine. It has a perfect little grain. So I am going to guess that that is a stamped grain. And you can see because of the shine, it kind of hides those tool lines a little bit, but it's a nice little tool line. Also, this may look black on the camera. This is black Sully goat skin. Sully and this have a similar grain, but this seems to be a higher quality leather, and it also has a little bit more of a shine. But you can see that's black, this is gray, but this is a very dark gray. In fact, go ahead and pull in more of a standard gray, and you can see this is very dark. Now let's take a look at Nick's work. First of all, go ahead and look at his spine work. Spine work, as you know, is very important to me. I actually prefer raised hubs on the spine. This is more of that Allen classic look that a lot of people love, and you can see he did a gorgeous job with it. Everything is really nice and centered, really nice and deep stamped in. That word international is really long, so it takes up that whole spine, but check out his logo. That is a really sharp little logo. But everything is nice, and I love this silver stamping against this gray. I think that's a perfect accent color for this, and I'll show you why based on the text block that we chose. But also, I want to show you his ribbon work. Now this may seem unimportant to some people, but his ribbons are cut in just a little bit of a different style than most guys do. Most of them do that corner cut like this, and for example like this, and some will do a flat cut, but he does an elongated angle cut, and I tell you, I like it. And I love how this lighter gray really accents that dark gray. So now let's look at what everyone raves about with Nick's Bibles, and that is his corner work. And I tell you what, his corner work is very good. They are all consistent, very even. They all have 14 pleats each. Yes, I counted them. So they are exact. Really beautiful overhead view. And then when you just check that out, that's just gorgeous. Double silver gilt lines here. And this is a blue pearl lambskin liner. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. First of all, he uses those Allen style kind of clothy end sheets. So this is going to scream Allen chant. Of course, you see the gilt lines there. Absolutely beautiful. This is a very well done Bible. He uses a very narrow fold over there. He doesn't skive it down. There's a little lip here, but it doesn't get hung up. Even with those pleats, it's really nice and even. That's a beautiful corner. I ain't gonna lie. So now let's check it out on how it lays. And you can see somehow his edgeline tabs lay very flat. A lot of times when you have an edgeline tab on your Bible, it creates a little bit of a hump like you see here. But his does not do that. I don't know what his trick is. I will show you one thing. These are generally bound a little more tight, but when you see this one, it's very loosey-goosey. Check that out. And that's just a style choice to where he uses in order to assist this thing in laying a little more flat. So when you get to the front of the Bible, you can see it's laying as it's supposed to lay. Now, it does lay flat in Genesis, but as you can see, you're going to have to work on this sheet because it's hard. It's got that hard cardstock sheet. So as you train your Bible, this will lay even flatter as you get into it. So this is really well done. And check this out, just the accent colors are just beautiful. Really like that it's got the blue accents and the blue liner, blue art gilding with silver gilding. This is the NIV side column reference in the personal size. So this is going to have a 10-point font, and then it has your references and notes on the outside column. This is the NIV 2011. So really beautiful edition, and of course the words of Christ in your NIVs are generally going to be in black. So this is a beautiful Bible. But I also want to compare him to a couple other of my favorites, because as I said, I really like raised hubs on the spine. So when you take a look at Reformed and Rebound and Lion and Lamb, you can see those are both absolutely beautiful, pretty much the same size, perimeter stitched. Now one thing is this one is not perimeter stitched, and you can see a tool line right there on the edge, but it's real faint because of this shiny leather. That's one reason I really like the Sully goat skin, because you can see those well-defined tool lines. But check it out. These I would probably consider top rebinders in the field. 3 completely different styles. All 3 absolutely beautiful work. All 3 really know their craft. Now let's compare some corners real quick. This is John with ICA. He uses a butt edge method and he mashes his corners down, so it's going to look a little bit different than those nice pleats, but you can see they have the same width of their fold over, only his actually folds over the liner. Now let's go ahead and take a look at Jacob with Reformed and Rebound, and I'm going to tell you, Jacob gives Nick a run for his money with those corners. Those are some fabulous corners. Love the stitch work. These 3 guys are virtually inseparable when it comes to craftsmanship. It really comes down to what style do you like. Even the gilt lines, John's are a little tighter together here, really nice and clean, but they're thicker. He has those really precise, almost machine-like gilt lines. Just absolutely beautiful work. And the ribbon work and the head and tail band, you can see that homage to Allen. Just absolutely gorgeous. So this is a really, really sharp Bible. It really depends on the style that you like. For me, I'm a raised hubs man and I love perimeter stitching. But if you like that Allen Chant style, you can't go wrong with Lion and Lamb. One thing to keep in mind is that Nick only makes 40 to 50 Bibles a year, so his prices are going to reflect that. God bless you. Keep calm. Jesus on. This is your Nicholsworth.